This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by Postgame.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And the Neshannock Lancers are your 2A softball champions The trophy lifted high.
The 10th seed Union Scotties are WPIAL champions.
They're not a Cinderella story, a championship story here.
And your 2023 WPIL 2A Girls Champions, the Neshannock Wildcats.
The pitch from Bruce, here it comes. Look at this! Union wins it! Union Scotties have rallied to win the WPIAL championship.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Working down inside and alley-oop to Young. Good.
Strike it and score!
That's you.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports.
Stand by.
Your voice for
10
Lawrence
seconds.
County Sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
And welcome, everyone, into Neshannock High School as we get started on the PIAA softball playoffs here this afternoon. We get a first-round matchup in Class 2A featuring the top team from District 7, the WPIL, the Neshannock Lancers, the number 1 seed from District 7. They take on the second-place team from District 6, that is West Shamokin, the Wolves. 6-2 as far as that goes. 19-3 for West Shamokin, 23-0 for Neshannock with Ty Polk. Bob Workwasser and Vigiano is our producer, making sure everything runs smoothly here from Neshannock High School. The Lancers are the home team. The home team's higher seeds get home teams in the opening round of the state playoffs tie. Another great season. No surprise, right, for the Neshannock Lancers, another WPIL championship.
Bobby, there were 3 teams that were a possible three-peat away, and it was only Neshannock that was alone, and really they were the stars of the show once again, taking on a tough Bentworth team and handling their business. I expect to see more of that coming on through the state playoffs.
Championships WPIL-wise, 22, 23, 24, so a three-peat for the Lancers and head coach Jackie Lash, also winning championships back in 13 and 14. Their opponents may be familiar if you've been around, such as I have. Back in 2016, West Shamokin was participating in the WPL, moved to District 6 in the Heritage Conference. They won a Heritage Conference title last year. They are under third-year head coach Megan Akins. She took over and has this program tie going in the right direction, trending up, as they say. A first Heritage Conference title last year, a chance to get into the state playoffs this year, even though they finished the runners-up to Bald Eagle.
Yeah, they took on a tough Marion Center team in the semifinals and managed to exact revenge after that. And it's been a successful move for West Shamokin over the last almost 10 years. It's crazy how fast it's gone. And they're just now tasting that success. They got a great coach, a former Marion Center product herself. And it seems that they have the confidence. They have everything going. They just got to get past that tough Bald Eagle team eventually. But it's a program on the rise. They got a few players that are going to be playing college right here in the western side of the state. So they're more in the central. So it's going to be really interesting.
1983, I mentioned their record. And you talked about Megan Akins, played at Marion Center, also at IUP. They had 2 losses, 1-0 to Marion Center, 1-0 to Marion Center. You're not seeing double right there. They avenged that, as you said, 3-2 in 10 innings in the Heritage Conference playoffs, and then lost 4-0 to Bald Eagle. But 19 wins. They've got 46 wins under Megan Akins, and this is a team tie that can certainly score runs. They've scored 10 or more runs 17 times this season.
17 times, including an opening season drubbing of United. This is not football. 31-0.
It is a football score, though, but correct. It was a great start to their season. For the Wolves, 8-1 away from home, so they've been great on the road. They average 11.4 runs per game, 251 runs scored, 40 against during the season. For Neshannock, they average over 9 runs a game, 9.4 runs a game. 22-0. They've scored 236. They've allowed 10. Plus 226. Check my numbers. That's pretty good, right?
Really good. That's astronomical.
And for this Neshannock Lancer team, they are 70-1. 70 wins and 1 loss in their last 3 seasons and counting. Their last loss was in the state semifinals last year to Everett, a team that we saw earlier in the state playoffs last year, who went on to be the state champions. The year before that, when they started this three-peat, they were 26-0. So you add that all up, 70-1. They've won 60 straight games against WPIL competition. And starting this run back in 2012, where they made the state playoffs, lost in the semifinals, won the consolation, made the state playoffs, and then went back-to-back in 2012, or 13 and 14, 2 state championships, 2012 and 2022. Going back to 2012, and again, this doesn't really matter. The last 3 years it does, but to this team as a program, 14 and 3 tie for the Lancers in the state playoffs. So they've been pretty good when they've got to this tournament as well.
Yeah, they're certainly used to doing extracurricular activities past the school year out here in Neshannock, and it's part of course. This is a proud program, as I've learned in the year or so of really getting into Lawrence County sports. Neshannock's one of the top schools out here, period, in the region, not just in the county.
Our broadcast today brought to you by our friends at the Crane Room. Grab a seat in the bar, the dining room, the loft, outside on the patio. This is a great night to be outside on the patio. Plenty of room at the Crane Room. But call tomorrow. They're closed on Sundays and Mondays. So if you're going to go on the patio, they're probably not going to serve you, but still could be a good place if you can't make it here to listen to this game. We'll talk about the starting lineups for West Shamokin as far as the Wolves are concerned in this one. And for the starting lineups, they're brought to you by Duran Concrete. Don't let just anyone lay the foundation for your home or business. Visit DuranConcrete.com. For your free estimate today, the starting lineup for the Wolves, my partner Ty Polk.
So leading off, the second baseman, Avery Elkin. Batting second, the pitcher, Leah Mondi. Batting third, the first baseman, Cameron Vandervoort. Batting fourth, the catcher, Lily Jordan. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Milena Stewart. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Maddie Kern. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Aaliyah Talmadge. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Maria Young. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Maya McElwain.
Leah Mondi, the sophomore, is the pitcher, and she was the pitcher to start the game in the loss against, actually took the loss against Bald Eagle in the District 6 playoffs, but she's got good numbers this year, does Leah Mondi pitching-wise. 13-1. This will be her 20th appearance, a 170 earned run average. So Neshannock will be up against that. She's allowed 50 hits in 82 1/3 innings, 26 runs, 20 of those have been earned, 26 walks, 87 strikeouts. She's allowed 7 home runs, but she's got a batting average against of 169. So you add her 2 seasons together. Last year she was 8-1. She is 21-2 over the last 2 years. But she's going against an all-state pitcher and a fantastic one in Addie Fry.
Yeah, Addie Fry, the Providence commit, has been absolutely dominant really since the word go in her career. Fry's marks this year an incredible .6 ERA on the season. And she's only allowed 1 home run and 7 runs all earned, period. Amazing.
More about Addie Fry and the Lancers after the national anthem.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of
fantastic rendition of the national anthem. There are 7 of us in the press box. We can't take credit. None of us sang that well. What a great afternoon here in the Neshannock for some softball.
Time for the Madura Bonner Law defensive alignment for Neshannock. From left to right in the outfield, Miley Anderson, Jaden Nogue, Catherine Nativio. Playing first base, Abigail Measles. Second base, Ali Giordano. Shortstop, Callie Biondi. Third base, Gabby Quinn. Catching today for Neshannock is Gabby Perrod. Have the best defense behind you at MaduraBonnerLaw.com, your community firm with a personal collection and individualized service.
You made a great point, Ty. You said Addie Fry. You mentioned she's been great from the get-go as a freshman. She was the pitcher that led Neshannock not only to a 9-1 victory over Fraser in the WPIL championship, but a 4-1 state championship victory over Conwell Egan. So she's certainly been there, and there's a reason, the numbers that you illustrated, that she's going to Providence to play softball, Division I softball in the Big East.
Yeah, Providence a very underrated program in terms of the national highlight. And I got a feeling that with her in the circle, we could be hearing that name plenty of times in the College World Series. I'm really interested to see how this playoff run and next year goes for Addie Fry.
Her in the circle, her at the plate, too. She's the top hitter, one of the top hitters for the Lancers as well. So great all-around game for Addie Fry. Mentioned she was all-state last year. He's pitching to her battery mate, Gabby Perrod, who is one of the leaders for Neshannock as well. Perrod will play Division II softball at Ashland University in Ohio at the Great Midwest Conference. Elkin Mondi Vandervoort to face Fry here in the first inning. Avery Elkin, 400 batting average on the season. Swings and misses, no homers. And she has driven in 16 runs for the Wolves, who are 19-3. And they had an 11-game winning streak snapped in the D6 playoffs against Bald Eagle. That's fouled off for strike 2. The Wolves all black with gray trim, white numerals, gray stirrups. Love the stirrups. 0-2 pitch from Fry. Swing and a miss. One up and one down and one strikeout for Addie Fry in this one.
First pitch delivery. Today's first pitch delivery is brought to you by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Call Penn Ohio Bottled Water for delivery of your 3 or 5 water cooler systems, or get cases of bottles delivered to your home or at work.
Strikeout number 99 for Addie Fry. 4 strikes on 4 pitches as Leah Mondi swings and misses. Leah Mondi, the sophomore, she's the mound opponent. Mentioned 8-1 last year as a freshman for Mondi as a pitcher. She squares the bunt, bunts that foul, so 5 pitches and 5 strikes from Addie Fry. Leah Mondi, 317 batting average, no home runs. She's got 16 runs batted in for West Shamokin. Mentioned the black and gray. It's the white, gray, and scarlet for Neshannock. Inside with a ball. 1-2. First ball on the first 6 pitches from Addie Fry. Lancers across the chest. Wolves across the chest for West Shamokin. 1-2 pitch from Fry. Inside, swing and a miss. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for the future Friar.
She's deep frying right now with how she's just getting swing and misses. It's just been whiff after whiff after whiff for a
6 of the
ball.
first 7 pitches tie for strikes. Great start. Cameron Vandervoort, the sophomore first baseman, left-handed batter. First lefty to face Fry. That's a ball outside. Vandervoort, 438 on the season, no homers. She's got 24 runs batted in. Fry checks the wrist coach. 0-1, outside corner for a strike, as both the corner infielders for Neshannock, Abby Measle at first and Gabby Quinn at third were charging, maybe expecting a bunt or a slap hit, maybe not so much the slap hit from your three-hitter. That's a good off-speed pitch again, painting the outside corner against the left-handed hitting Vandervoort. Count is 1-2. Here's the 1-2 offering from Fry. Just off, tried to get Vandervoort to chase. Just off the outer edge, but she's been painting that. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fry trying to strike out the side to start this state playoff game. And she does. Called strike 3. So Fry gets 3 strikeouts, 2 swinging, and 1 looking. That's it for West Shamokin. In the top of the first, we'll take a break. Be right back into Neshannock High School after this. Brought to you coverage on the Lawrence County Sports Network. All brought to you today from the Crane Room Grill.
Calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Back in OCSN here at Neshannock High School. Coverage today brought to you by our friends at the Crane Room Grill. Neshannock 1-2-3 with Addie Fry in the top of the first. Bottom of the first, here is the starting lineup for the Lancers. Brought to you by Duran Concrete. When it comes to your residential or commercial concrete services, you need a team you can rely on. Call Duran Construction for your free estimate today.
Miley Anderson, the left fielder, leading off. The center fielder, Jaden Nogue, batting second. Addie Fry, the pitcher, third. Gabby Piaa, the catcher, fourth. Batting fifth, Gabby Quinn, the third baseman. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Abigail Miesel. Seventh, the shortstop, Callie Biondi. Eighth, Ali Giordano, the second baseman. And batting ninth, Catherine Nativio, the right fielder.
First pitch from sophomore Leah Mondi was a ball. Mentioned Mondi 13-1 on the season. She's put up great numbers. Her lone loss came against Bald Eagle. That's ball 2. Mondi won 4 1/3 innings in that game, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. 2-0 count to Miley Anderson, the transfer from Newcastle. Squares the bump, but takes it low and outside for ball 3. Anderson on the season, a .476 batting average. Miley has 2 home runs, and she has driven in 12 runs. She's got a team-leading 26 stolen bases. She's aboard with a leadoff walk. Speaking of these stolen bases for Miley, when the WPIL playoffs started in the quarterfinals against Riverside, 4 stolen bases for Anderson in that game. 3 hits, a run batted in, 4 stolen bases. And she's at first. Neshannock has to deal with that. Taking that's like a ball. Jaden Nogue squared the bunt. That had to be inside, so that is a ball. Nogue, the sophomore center fielder, comes in with a .471 batting average, 1 homer on the year. She has driven in 17. Squares the bunt, takes that high for ball 2. And so Leah Mondi, unlike Addie Fry, having trouble finding the zone in this first inning. Nogue has not had a sacrifice hit. We get a timeout and a visit to the mound, not with the coaches. Actually called by the battery mate Lily Jordan, one of the senior leaders for West Shamokin, the catcher.
Your LGKG trip to the mound. Visit them online at lgkg.com for a free consultation. Your insurance company is not always on your side, but the law offices of Lexingburg, Calvert, and Kelly and George are.
Just the chance for Jordan. That's a leader, right? Giving the sophomore Mondi, first state playoff appearance for these girls, chance to take a breath, right? Find the zone. Don't want to make it worse. Walked 1 batter, Miley Anderson, to start. You're behind Jaden Nogue, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0. Bunted by Nogue. Grabbed by the third baseman. Her throw to first just in time. Well played there by Melina Stortz. Got it onto the first baseman, Cameron Vandervoort, but the sacrifice is accomplished. Miley Anderson is in scoring position. And talked about Addie Fry on the mound. .519 batting average. She leads, or second on the team with 4 homers. Tied for first with 29 runs batted in. Hits that to right field. Coming over and in as Maddie Kern makes the catch. Anderson takes off. That's a good throw from Kern, but the great speed of Anderson gets her to third base, but now with 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
Your catcher, number 14.
Neshannock just doing the business just in the way. They're trading outs for advancement on the base paths.
Now it falls to Gabby Parad. Parad, 443 on the year. She's got a home run. She's driven in 22. She was the hero of the championship game with 2 hits and 2 RBIs in the 3-0 win over Bentworth. So the timeout so far has worked. Mondi has settled down and gets a strike against Gabby Parad. Parad, the catcher, really the only catcher. One of the 4 seniors headed to Ashland, as we mentioned. 0-1 from the right-handed throwing Mondi. Line drive, left field. Gets past the left fielder. Maya McElwain couldn't quite surround it. Heading to third. The throw will be in time to nail Parad, but it's an RBI double that scores Miley Anderson. And Neshannock, despite the out at third, takes the lead in this one. 1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left. We've completed 1. Your score. The Lancers 1. The Wolves 0. You're listening to coverage of the PIAA softball playoffs presented by the Crane Room Grill, brought to you by our friends, or brought to you by the Crane Room here on LCSN.
No 2 companies create the same way. Toshiba empowers the art of business by uniquely enabling businesses to work with tools designed specifically for them. In a constantly evolving world, business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Zingleople or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Firefly Solar is a proud sponsor of LC SportsNet. From our regional business partnership to our community benefits agreement with local schools, Firefly Solar is dedicated to being an outstanding neighbor and beacon of economic support for the Lawrence County community. Let's create a stronger energy infrastructure while preserving the agricultural beauty of Lawrence County. Visit fireflysolarpa.com for more info about the Firefly Solar project. Firefly Solar, creating a brighter future in Lawrence County.
And except for the top of the second inning, 1-0 lead for Neshannock. Addie Fry faces the meat of the order, and that's a strike on the inside corner to Lily Jordan. It will be Lily Jordan, Melina Stort, Maddie Kern, catcher, third base, right fielder for the Wolves. Jordan is going to play collegially at Westminster in the President's Athletic Conference. Fouls it to the screen, and 0-2. Today's game brought to you by our friends at the Crane Room and the CR Brewing Company, a family-run brewery that beckons to the hard-working blue-collar trades that built this country. Visit crbrewingco.com for more information. 0-2. Little let-up, and it stays outside to the right end and hitting Jordan. So the count is 1-2. Fry has struck out 3. All 3 batters she has faced so far. 1-2. Another strikeout. Foul tip held on to by Gabby Parad. 4 batters, 4 Ks. Can't start much better than that if you're Addie Fry.
She's automatic with it. It feels like she's just a machine. Rings them up like it's the supermarket right now.
So Melina Stort will come in. Stort, the junior third baseman, other right-handed batter. Swings and misses. Stort on the season, the leading hitter for the Wolves, .467 batting average, 2 homers, and she has driven in 34. That also leads West Shamokin. Swing and a miss. Fry is pitching well. I'm going to get a second here to go back to the RBI double, which drove in the first run, also ended the bottom of the first. That came off the bat of Gabby Piaa. That is hit pretty well to right center field, but over in the gap to make that catch. Nicely done by Catherine Nativo. First ball put in play, but 2 up and 2 down in the top of the second. So the ball to right field, and the left fielder, Maya McElwain, she drew a bead on it, but she couldn't surround it. And she tried to make a diving catch to her right.
Yeah.
Reaching across the body, just couldn't come up with it. Did make a nice throw to get Piaa at third, but in the process, the game's first run scored.
Yeah, no error. That was a play with some difficulty to it.
And a strike to Maddie Kern. So you take the trade-off. You mentioned a leadoff walk, a sacrifice, a fly ball, no sacrifice fly, but it did move Anderson to third. Then she scored on Piaa's double. Swing and a miss. Dealing again, Addie Fry. 0-2 to Maddie Kern. And Maddie Kern, .435 on the season, no homers. And Kern has 15 runs batted in. Lays off the high offering from Fry, the count 1-2. Fry, 4 strikeouts and a flyout through 5 batters. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fry has 5 strikeouts. She has struck out 5 of the first 6 batters she has faced. We'll take a break, head to the bottom of the second. Neshannock 1, West Shamokin nothing. You're listening to coverage of the PIAA softball playoffs, brought to you by the Crane Room Grill right here on LCSN.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition. Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553.
Back in Neshannock, the Lancers hosting West Shamokin, first round of the PIAA softball playoffs. Neshannock a 1-0 lead. Swing and a miss, good rip. Gabby Quinn comes up empty. Gabby Quinn, Abby Measle, and Callie Biondi to face Leah Mondi here in the bottom of the second. Gabby Piaa, an RBI double in the top, or the bottom of the first, the only run so far. That is chopped foul by Quinn for strike 2. Gabby Quinn headed to Kent State to play Division I softball. In the MAC conference, she's the junior. That ball falls, and Leomondi laughs. She kind of lost that ball, and the delivery might have hit her thigh. Goes for a ball. Gabby Quinn, a .429 batting average on the season. She's got a team-leading 5 homers and tied for the team lead with 29 runs batted in. 1-2 pitch. Inside, she just kind of bends out of the way. The count goes to 2-2 to the junior third baseman. 2-2 offering from the sophomore Mondi. Quinn rips that, but foul down the left field line. Great view here from the press box. Great facilities in Neshannock. The baseball field is behind us, a little bit to our left. The football field also in this complex. 2-2, swing and a miss. Good let up. Quinn out in front of it. That's the first strikeout for Leah Mondi and the first out in the bottom of the second.
Good bounce back after giving up that run to end the inning.
Abby Miesel, one of the four seniors, the first baseman for Neshannock. Takes that on the inside corner for a strike. Miesel, a .424 batting average. 2 homers, 23 runs batted in. And 0-2, she goes behind, falls behind Mondi, who settled in ever since that conference called by Lily Jordan, even though she trails 1-0. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Miesel has to take off as it gets away from Jordan. That is a strikeout, but a pass ball, right?
Yeah, it's off the glove.
And that gets Miesel on board with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Had to hesitate for a second to see if it was fouled, and it was not. So Callie Biondi in. She takes a ball inside with Miesel at first. And 1 out here.
That wasn't called a foul tip.
That's the first thing you had to look for, right? Miesel hesitated as well before taking off. A 1-0 pitch to Biondi. Hits it to short. They'll flip the second for 1. They won't get the double play. So Talmadge to Elkin retires Miesel. And Biondi's aboard with the fielder's choice. Now 2 away here in the second inning. Allie Giordano will come in. Giordano, the senior second baseman. Takes a ball low. Giordano, 351 on the year. No homers. She's got 6 runs batted in. As a team, Neshannock a .420 batting average and a .492 on base percentage. Great numbers. That's up high for a ball. Back pick throw. And Biondi is back as she's being held on over there by Cameron Vandervoort. Also a .653 slugging percentage. So if you add the OBP and the slugging up, it's over 1,100 for the Lancers as a team. 2-0. Hit the shallow right, but it's going to bend foul and bounce up against the fence for a strike. Lancers are running the bottom of the first, the only run in this one. Lancers have the stirrups on, but they're the white-on-white variety.
It's like a candy stripe in a way.
Not as noticeable as the gray-on-white that West Shamokin has. That's inside for ball 3. I will take stirrups, regardless of the color scheme.
Yeah, Shamokin's stirrups, it's white and black and mixes in the gray for the most part with it, so it's eye-catching. Looks like Auburn a little bit, if you can imagine it. How their stripes are on their jerseys.
2-2. Ball 3. That's actually ball 4. I apologize. Missed the pitch there. That's the second walk issued by Leah Mondi. The first one was Miley Anderson, the leadoff hitter. She scored. To second, Biondi. Catherine Tivo comes in with 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the second. Nativo just a .190 batting average. She takes a ball. No homers. And she has driven in 6. Nativio, excuse me. Nativio, correct. Had a home run in the quarterfinals. Bounces to third. Nicely done to her left for Stort across the Vandervoort. Nativio is retired, and so are the Lancers in the second. No runs. There was a walk. They strand 2. We've completed 2 from Neshannock High School. Neshannock 1, West Shamokin nothing. You're listening to coverage of the PIAA softball playoffs brought to you by the Crane Room Grill right here on LCSN.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Back in Neshannock High School. Through 2, the Lancers. They've got a 1-0 lead. They've got the only 2 hits for the middle innings. Let's throw it over to my partner, Tyler Polk.
Thanks, Bobby. First pitch from Addie Fry inside for a ball, 1-0. 5 of the first 6 batters for Addie Fry, strikeouts. She's dealing through her first go of the order. 1-0's inside, 2-0. Oh, instead they called it a strike. That's well placed. It got hit Talmadge to twist out of the way, but it's a strike. 1-1, pardon me. 1-1, and now a swing and a miss by Talmadge as she's behind the count 1-2.
Fry's done a good job of painting the corners. That corner specifically, when Vandervoort, the lefty, was up, was the outside corner. This against the righty, the inside corner.
1-2, pop-up bunt, handled by Gabby Piaa, and that's out number 1.
So now the second batter to put a ball in play. Talmadge was bunting with 2 strikes. Aaron Vigiano is the 3rd member of the crew today, producing. He's here to keep us in line. I know that's the hardest job. What a great afternoon for softball. State baseball and softball playoffs underway today across the Keystone, the Commonwealth, right?
Keystone State, Commonwealth, whatever you want.
The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Tomato.
Another strike for Addie Fry. No surprise there, right?
Yeah, I mean, what's new? Fry dealing the 0-1. Half swing. Peel at first. They say that Maria Young, the center fielder, went. 0-2 count for Fry. From the windmill with 1 out, an 0-2 fouled back by Maria Young. Young batting .439 with 21 RBIs and 3 home runs this season for West Shamokin. In the 8th spot, the center fielder, 0-2, plays it right in front for Fry, and she'll flip it over to Measle at first. That's out number 2.
Really, with the 5 strikeouts, Ty, and then the fouled bunt and that bouncer. Stewart's fly ball to right, really the only ball put into play with any kind of velocity for West Shamokin so far. 8 up, 8 down for Addie Fry.
Next up is Maya McElwain, the left fielder, batting 9th in the right-handed batter's box. Looks at a ball, 1-0. McElwain, .238 on the season with 5 RBIs, a double. 6 runs. 1-0 count, 2 outs from Neshannock High School. PIAA 2A first round action. Fouled back by McElwain right onto the screen. Counts 1-1. Swing and a miss on the 1-1 by McElwain.
Good fastball, right?
Addie Fry ahead. I mean, it's
She's
how do you
mixed
want it
her
for
pitches, but they have been unable really, they being the Wolves, to catch up to that heater.
The 1-2 swung on and missed by McElwain, and
there it was again.
Yeah. Addie Fry putting the side in order first time through.
6 Ks and 9 batters, Ty. Great start for Fry. 1-0 lead for Neshannock.
And it's time for the Melee Minute here from Neshannock High School. One thing to talk about with it, no baseball teams in the county in the state playoffs, but 4 teams in Lawrence County currently doing their business through this run. Of course, we have Neshannock, as you're listening to us right now, 1-0 through 2.5 played. You have Union, who's now playing on
1A.
the east side of the bracket
Yes.
in 1A. Laurel also doing some damage in
They're
2A.
here. They're in the 2A bracket.
And 3A, Mohawk.
Couple scores. Harbor Creek leading Mohawk 4-0 in the 5th inning. Laurel trails Cranberry 1-0 in the 3rd. And Neshannock in this one, a 1-0 lead headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning. That's your Melee Minute. Thanks to Melee Chiropractic, they are always keeping you in the game.
Bottom of the 3rd for Neshannock. Your left fielder, number 5, Miley Anderson.
I might need a quick hip reset after sitting in the stole here in Neshannock.
Got to stretch it out, Bobby.
So I've been told, Ty.
Miley Anderson up. First plate appearance, base on balls, later scored our lone run of the game. Looks at a ball outside, 1-0.
Doing the job, right? That's a typical leadoff hitter at bat. With the 2nd on a sack, the 3rd on a fly out. Scored on the double by Parade. And she's faced 6 pitches now, Ty. None of them have been strikes.
Oh, another ball outside as Mondi trying to locate with the screwball. It's not working right now. 2-0's now outside again, 3-0, and now that's 7 straight in which you're just looking for one to get on the plate if you're Mondi against the leadoff hitter, Miley Anderson. Now she squares up for a bunt, and it's outside anyway, so that's 8 pitches, all balls for Miley Anderson. She was squaring up the bunt. She was willing to give it up.
I think she was taken just to distract maybe Mondi. At least that was my take. Anderson now, 2 walks. That creeps her on base percentage up. It was .566 heading into this game. Add 2 walks to that notch, and again, she leads this team in stolen bases.
Jaden Nogue at the plate, sacrifice bunt her first time up, and Anderson was running, but Nogue fouls it out just past the Shamokin dugout on the left side.
And again, Anderson, 26 steals. Nogue is 2nd on the team with 19. That sacrifice bunt by Jaden Nogue, her first of the year.
0-1 count. Nogue squares up for a bunt. Running is Anderson. Throw down high, and it's a stolen base for Miley Anderson.
Give her 27. Give her, throw gets away from the pitcher.
Oh, man.
Comes back past the catcher. That's an error.
So that's an E2.
And you can't just give bases like that. A good Anderson, she's very aggressive. She thought about it, maybe turning and trying to come to home, but she was stopped over there by Dawn Nogue. Just in case you're not familiar with the Nogues here at Neshannock and or in Lawrence County, that surname carries a lot of weight athletically.
Yeah, they just multiply around here. You got Addie for Union. Erilyn.
Erilyn's at Bowling Green. Nalia's at Fordham.
Nalia.
Those are the sisters for Jaden.
1-1 count for Jaden Nogue. It's outside and low, 2-1.
Got the auto coach's 3rd. All-time leading scorer at Union in basketball days, and Uncle Rob is the girls basketball coach and the principal for the Union Scotties.
2-1 count, runner on 3rd, no one gone. 2-1 misses low and outside again.
Monty not getting that corner like Fry is.
Oh, that's the inside corner for Fry as she's working on right-handers.
Correct.
with Jaden Nogue. That's a left-hander, so it's outside now. It's going to be hard for her to jam it up. 3-1. Nogue punches it in the air to left field. McElwain makes the catch in left. Tagging up and scoring is Miley Anderson. That's her second run of the day. It's 2-0 Neshannock.
So well done. 2 sacrifices by Jaden Nogue. So we talked about Anderson with a leadoff hitter, 2 walks, 2 runs scored. Second batter is Nogue, 2 sacrifices and an RBI. So she has done her job, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Lancers, as you mentioned.
So no ducks on the pond for Addie Fry, who was a sacrifice to right field to move Anderson up her first time through the order.
Yeah, not the true sacrifice, but a good out. That's well struck.
1-0, and that's a fly ball over the fence in center field. A solo home run for Addie Fry. 3-0 Neshannock.
Well, no dealing with that fly ball to right this time. Like the 1-0 pitch, and blast it to the deepest part of this field. And now a 3-0 lead for Addie Fry. That is home run number 5, which ties her with Gabby Quinn for the team lead. That's her 30th run batted in, which now gives Fry the team lead. Help yourself, Addie Fry. Pitching great, and now hits a solo home run to give the Lancers a 3-0 lead.
Another mound visit, and that's another Toshiba RBI. Call Dale at 412-290-2156 for all your printer output devices and digital workflow solutions, or visit www.business.toshiba.com and click Find a Dealer near you.
We've got a pitching change too, Ty. Is Avery Elkin, also one of the pitchers. These were the duo last year, good as a freshman. These were the duo who pitched against Bald Eagle, with Mondi starting, and Elkin comes in early this time in the bottom of the third. Mondi gives up 3 runs, and her fellow sophomore Avery Elkin now comes in to pitch.
Now pitching for West Shamokin is number 20, Avery Elkin.
So 3 runs, all earned, 3 base on balls, 1 strikeout.
2 1/3.
2 hits.
2 hits, 3 runs. The air on the play that the ball got away from the catcher did not factor in. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts for Leah Mondi. Let's see if Mondi moves to second. In place, just a flip with Avery Elkin.
One thing to look out with Leah Mondi, remember that she might have hit herself in the thigh during her pitch windup earlier. So that could be an effect. This happened in college softball with one of the pitchers, I believe it was for Florida.
The defensive switch is Mondi to second. Elkin comes in 6-2 on the year. Her 12th appearance, a 176 earned run average for West Shamokin.
So after a home run for Addie Fry, it's Gabby Parad.
43 2/3 innings, 33 hits for Elkin, 14 runs, 11 earned, 9 walks, 55 strikeouts. Great ratio there. She's allowed 2 homers. Opponent's batting average 201. Bounces that to the plate. Last year, she was 8-2, so she has 14-4 in the last 2 years.
Ball and a strike for Gabby Parad.
Very similar to Bald Eagle, where Mondi left tie, and I believe the score might have been 3-0 in that game. They brought Elkin in. In this case, Fry's solo homer makes it 3-0 Lancers.
Parad looks at a strike. It's now 1-2. That was on the outside edge of the plate.
Parad with the RBI double in the bottom of the first.
Gunned down at third her first time up. Short hopper to the plate, 2-2. Parad doubled, had that RBI. McElwain had trouble in left field, but managed to recover and throw her out. At play went 7-5 in left. Swung on and missed by Parad. She's down on strike. Second strikeout of the day officially completed for
third overall.
Third overall.
And first for Elkin. So that's a good start for the sophomore. You don't want to have Neshannock add on, which they're certainly capable of doing.
Gabby Quinn at the plate. She struck out the first time up.
Mentioned West Shamokin. That's a ball.
1-0.
12 times Neshannock has scored 10 or more runs in their season, 22-0 for the Lancers.
Ball 2-0. Currently the ledger looks like this. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error for Neshannock so far through this bottom of the third.
1 in the first, 2 here in the third. There she gets the inside corner.
Been looking for that one all day was West Shamokin with Leah Mondi.
Mondi was wishing she could have got a couple of those calls.
Avery Elkin in a circle for West Shamokin. The 2-1 inside and low.
Inside a little bit low.
3-1.
Lily Jordan trying to frame it.
Neshannock ahead 3-0, 2 outs, 3-1 count for Gabby Quinn, who struck out her first time up via Leah Mondi. Now looking at Avery Elkin. Here's the 3-1. Dodges out of the way.
Buzz the
Base
tower.
on ball.
Came up high and tight. So first walk issued by Elkin. 4th overall by the Wolves.
There we go.
Abby
Measle
Measle, yep.
up to the plate. She struck out, but with a pass ball was able to advance to first. Leader fielder's choice 6-4. She pops it up in the infield, playable for the shortstop Talmadge. She makes the catch. That retires the side. Good inning for Neshannock. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left on for the Lancers. We played 3 complete, 3-0. Neshannock Lancers on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, presented by, what was the name? Crane Room Grill, excuse me.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity, it's really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
Strike on Avery Elkin as we welcome you back to the 4th inning here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP, presented by Crane Room Grill. Ball and a strike for Avery Elkin, who's now in the circle for West Shamokin. Leah Mondi now at second in her place. Swing and miss for strike 2.
Well, no change there for the Lancers. Fry, 6 strikeouts. First time through the batting order. 6 strikeouts and 9 hitters.
1-2, Fry. The pitch, and it's fouled off the right side. Count stays 1-2, and yeah, it's just been one after another. Only one ball placed in the air, and that was Melina Stewart in the top of the second. And then Maria Young, as it's fouled back, still 1-2 for Avery Elkin. Put a grounder back to Fry, going 1-3.
And Talmadge tried to bunt and popped it up, which was handled by Gabby Piaa in foul territory. So really the Stewart ball is the only ball. A couple foul balls have been hit fairly well, but that's the only ball that's been struck fairly well for West Shamokin against Fry. She went off speed.
Yep, 2-2.
Little let up that stayed on the outside, off the outer edge.
Fry looking to ring up another one. Already has 6 strikeouts. Here's the 2-2, and she does ring them up again, put them on the board. That's a 7th strikeout for Addie Fry. 1 away here in the top of the 4th.
10 up, 10 down. Well, Addie Fry has been fantastic
Number 14, Leah Mondi.
in the last 2 seasons. Last year, she was 18-1. Addie Fry.
Bunt squared down by Leah Mondi, but it rolls back behind her, foul for strike one.
This year, 12 wins for Addie Fry. So 30-1 over the last 2 seasons. I think that's right. The font on the stats very small.
1-1 count for Leah Mondi, right-handed batter, now second base for West Shamokin, struck out her first time up. Counts 1-1. Swung on and missed by Mondi, 1-2.
By the way, 7 strikeouts. Had 98 listed for Addie Fry, so that gives her 105 on the season.
Good quick math by Bob Orquist, 1-2.
James Dotson approves of that math.
Sure he does. He's a math teacher. 1-2 swung on and missed by Mondi, and now you can make it 106. That's the 8th strikeout.
See how I set you up? I gave you the easy one.
We haven't worked together long, but still we've worked together for a long time.
So Fry struck out the first 4 batters she faced. Now she's on a string of 3 straight strikeouts.
Game combo was 4 for her, so 5. This pitch outside for Cameron Vandervoort for a ball, 1-0, and guess what? She was also a strikeout victim, this time looking. Her first time up. 1-0. Vandervoort looking for something off the ground there. Swings and misses.
Fry's been good. Vandervoort, the only left-handed hitter. We talked about it, Ty.
Yeah.
Fry's been good on that outside corner against Vandervoort.
And that's important for her going against handedness. 1-1, and she's trying to ring up that outside corner again. This time misses 2-1.
No chase. Not a bad pitch, though, at 1-1.
There's really no waste with Addie Fry. Every pitch is something that you could swing at. 2-1's fouled off.
Hit the roof of the West Shamokin dugout. Center teammates scattering a little bit.
Everyone having fun with it. PIAA first round action in Class 2A. Neshannock looking to make it back to the championship game for the first time since 2022. Lost in the semis to Everett last year. Swung on and missed by Vandervoort. And that will retire the side as it's down in order on strikes for the first 3 of West Shamokin once again. That's the 9th strikeout for Addie Fry. And that's more of the course here as we've played 3.5. It's 3-0. Neshannock Lancers on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP, presented by Crane Room Grill.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. Call ahead and reserve your seat for after the game or place an order for takeout, curbside, pickup, dinner, homemade desserts, even a crowler to go. Call to place your order at 724-656-1553.
Not today, though.
Yeah, that's the important
They've got a
thing.
well-deserved day off, Sundays and Mondays, for our friends at the Crane Room.
Hey, maybe come on down on Thursday. Come on down whenever Neshannock's next up, hopefully.
Tuesday through Saturday. Visit our friends at the Crane Room. See the prehab from Melee Chiropractic. That's what you were telling me. Stretch, right?
Yeah.
That's prehabbing.
Popped out a play foul for Callie Biondi, who reached on a fielder's choice her first time up, has a ball and a strike to her credit so far. 1-1 count. Avery Elkin, the pitcher for West Shamokin. 2 1/3 pitch by Leah Mondi before going over to her, swung on and missed by Biondi, 1-2.
Shamokin has looked fairly good through the first. This is the fourth batter she's faced, her first full inning. Shrugged off a walk in the bottom of the third.
1-2's hit in the air to left field. McElwain chasing down and dives and makes the catch in left field. Couldn't get that earlier in the game, and that's where the first run came across for Neshannock, but this time she was able to read it and get underneath it.
Really good recovery for Maya McElwain because she made the first step, the wrong step, right? She stepped back, and it was in shallow, and she had to come charging towards the line to her right, but did a good job to get there and make the diving, tumbling catch for the first out. Good recovery for McElwain.
3-0 is our score, 1 out. And Neshannock's Alec Giordano up to the plate, looks at a ball, 1-0. Based on balls, her first time up. Definitely a calmer play from Avery Elkin so far. 1-0 swung on and missed by Giordano on the changeup, 1-1.
Yeah, she's retired 3 of the 4 batters she faced after Fry hit the solo home run. Mondi and Elkin swapped positions, pitcher and second base.
1-1 count, and a Fisher on the ground. No dice, 2-1. Not sure if that one came out of her hand wrong or she was just trying to get Giordano to chase low.
3 or 4 times, I think so. Lower than she obviously wants to, Ty, but trying to get the Lancers to chase.
2 winds, lofted foul off the first base line and off the fencing right in front of the Neshannock dugout, so it's 2-2.
Nice crowd here down the lines, around below us, people with the chairs in the outfield as well. Fantastic afternoon for softball.
2 twos up near the chin, 3-2. And this is the last chance for the 4 seniors for Neshannock to get a home game. So after winning the championship, you go right back to the beginning again one last time if you're a senior. 3-2, popped up, playable, and the pitcher, Avery Elkin, makes the catch off the first base line for the second out.
She looked up to Vandervoort, and Vandervoort wasn't going to be able to get there. So she got called off and makes the catch. How about the senior class? Lost in the quarterfinals in 2021. Championship over Fraser, WPIL style. Championship over Conwell Egan, PIAA style. Championship over Laurel, WPIL style. That's fouled off on a bunt attempt foul. Lost in the state semifinals. And then WPIL championship number 3 against Bentworth. State championship, question mark, right, on that one?
Yeah, we're still waiting
number
for that
2
one to
for
come
the
through.
senior class. That's why we're here today. We'll figure this out in about a week and a half or so.
0-1 to Nativio, swung on and missed for strike 2. So it goes like this. Of course, today is the first round. Thursday is the quarterfinals. Next Monday is the semifinals, and Thursday or Friday is the final. You're in Class 2A, and that goes for most of the, and that's off the end of the bat, the handle of the bat foul. 0-2 as that changeup goes inside on Nativio.
Yeah, state championships again, great facility, Nittany Lion Softball Park at Penn State University in Happy Valley. It's Happy Valley year-round for the state championships. It's Happy Valley for only one of the 2 teams in all the classes, right?
0-2 goes high off the rise ball.
Baseball,
off the glove of
softball-wise, Ty, one of the teams, unfortunately, their season ends that day. The others go home happy.
Well,
So you got 12 champions in both softball and baseball at Penn State.
They live on forever in their own ways because it's
correct.
It's the journey, not the destination.
You get to the state championship game, that's a great line on your resume,
You're 2
win
of
or
like,
lose,
what,
right?
300 some teams. 1-2 is inside on the feet of Nativio in the right hand.
Let alone multiple times, like Neshannock trying to win another state championship. We saw Everett win We saw them in the first round of the state playoffs. They won their first state championship last year, softball-wise.
That was bombs away on both sides. And you could see
fantastic slugfest against Laurel that we covered here on LCSN.
2-2 goes low down the middle.
Then up slugfest against Neshannock 9-6 in the semifinals.
3-2 count, and that's still one of my favorite games ever. I wish we would have had video for that because, man, it seemed the ball was flying out of the place almost at will during that third inning. 3-2 is inside and high, and Nativio draws a walk.
Second free pass issued by Avery Elkin. 5th overall, and here's Anderson, who walked twice tie against Leomondi and scored 2 of the 3 Neshannock runs.
So Elkin gives up a 2-out walk, and we're back to the top of the order with Miley Anderson. Last year, transferred in from Newcastle, but was ineligible. Now back into play this year. First pitch swinging, fouls it off behind us, strike 1.
A shocker. It was 8 pitches to Anderson and all 8 balls.
Yeah, it's about time she got something that she could swing
She
on.
liked that high pitch and fouled it back.
0-1 count for Miley Anderson. That's the first strike for her on the 9th pitch to her today. And then it's right back to the beginning again with a ball. So that's 10 pitches, 9 balls, 1 strike.
Nativio, in case you're wondering, just 2 steals. But both of these teams like the running game.
Nativio at first, 2 outs. 3-0 Neshannock here as we're in the bottom of the 4th at Neshannock High School. 1-1 from Elkin. Outside, maybe a pitch out. Nothing doing, 2-1.
Pretty good eye, as indicated with us talking about Miley Anderson. And that's Elkin maybe just trying to get her to chase. And she obviously...
This is her first time facing
very, very
Elkin,
disciplined, right?
by the way.
First 2 were against Mondi.
2-1 pitch.
Oh, I thought that was at the knees.
No, it wasn't. It's 3-1. No, I looked
at the shins.
I looked at your hand, and then I looked at the umpire.
My hand doesn't matter. That I've got the light blue shirt. It's the dark blue shirt here at Neshannock that matters.
Definitely a choice here today in the sun.
I didn't think it was that much off the knees. Good take by Miley.
By the way, 4 umpires here throughout the state playoffs. 3-1 bounces off of the paraphernalia of Jordan. It's a walk. 3rd walk for Anderson.
Wait, Anderson has walked, Ty? Have we seen that before?
Yes, this is not a repeat.
6 walks issued by West Shamokin. 3 of them to Miley Anderson. Now you've got where you want to be. Nogue and Fry Parad. Those are your 3 top hitters for Neshannock.
Got a consultation at the mound here. Your LGKG trip to the mound. Let their law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers guide you through the legal process. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George, keeping promises for over 90 years. So that's now 2 based on balls by Avery Elkin. 3 overall, 2 in this half inning. 3-0 Neshannock. 2 outs.
By the way, Mohawk has got a run on the board. They trail Harbor Creek 4-1. Laurel still trailing 1-0 against Cranberry. This one is 3-0.
Yeah, they've been trusting me to do the Twitter updates, and that's kind of hard to do right now with
Neshannock. Oh, effort a Union score.
First pitch outside for Jaden Nogue. 2 sacrifices. First time up, a sacrifice bunt going 3-5. And then second time up, a sac fly to left field, scoring an RBI. Has a ball, 1-0. 1-0 is outside, but on the black, 1-1. Tivio at second, Anderson at first. Slapped on the ground by Nogue. It goes off foul.
Nothing but fake links out there for Union and Du Bois Central Catholic. Don't be fooled, folks.
D9 and D10 Sports has that one. It's YDL. I have them on. my Twitter side of things. I'll put that through when I can. 1-2 count for Noge.
Wait till we get to the 6th. You can throw it back over here and take a breath, get a drink of water.
1-2's up the middle, base hit. Rounding third and scoring is Notibio. Stopping up is Anderson at third. And that's the 4th run for Neshannock. They're ahead 4-0. Another RBI for Jade Noge. This time, she makes it to base on a single.
Nicely done. Mentioned this is how you want to set the table. Notibio, the 9-hitter, walks. Anderson, the 1-hitter, walks. Now you've got Noge, Fry, Piaa. Those are the people who do the damage. And now 2 runs batted in for Jaden Noge. And last time we saw Addie Fry, she left the yard.
So a reminder that there could be a re-entry for Leah Mondi in the circle. This is common in softball. We did see this during the WPIL 3A championship with pitchers re-entering in baseball. First pitch, a strike for Addie Fry.
Now 19 RBIs tie for Noge with a 2 today.
Fry last time up, a solo shot to center field. Made it 3-0 at the time. Now comes in at 4-0 Neshannock, helping her cause. The 0-1 is low, 1-1.
Yeah, NHS softball. With those familiar here on the fence out there in center field, the hitter's background, and Fry's homer just a few feet to the left of the N.
Now conference with the home plate umpire. The pitcher, Elkin.
He's making Avery Elkin. She has a towel, tucking it into her either back pocket or her belt. It fell off, and she's getting a little help from her teammate, shortstop Aaliyah Talmadge.
So I have
to get back.
I have it
together.
right now as it's live on their Twitter page. It's currently 1-0 Du Bois Central Catholic over Union. Fly ball center field, ranging in is Maria Young. She makes the catch, and that will retire to side.
We played 4 innings with Neshannock leading West Shamokin 4.
Neshannock adds a run. It's now 4-0 as we played 4 complete on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP, presented by the Crane Room Grill.
We're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medor, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedorBonnerLaw.com for more information.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
And we welcome you back. This is the 5th inning on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP, presented by the Crane Room Grill. Piaa AA softball, Class 2A first round, and Addie Fry has a 4-0 lead in her favor, and she has been
Addie Fry has been the story, Ty Polk.
Sizzling.
Pitching and hitting. A solo homer, 9 strikeouts of the 12 batters she faced, and another 0-1 start against a hitter for Addie Fry.
Yeah, name a more iconic duo so far for Fry. Ahead 0-1 to Lily Jordan, the catcher, and fires in another strike, 0-2. To Fry, swung on and missed. It's 3 pitches, 3 strikes for Addie Fry, her 10th strikeout of the day.
Second time she has whiffed Lily Jordan. Now 5 consecutive strikeouts. Fry dealing. Folks, it's been top notch so far for the junior Addie Fry. Providence, if they're paying attention, there's a reason they recruited her. Zet fouled off the fence, off the third base dugout. They're going to be happy to tune into this one, the Friars and their staff.
First pitch swinging from Stewart, 0-1 count. The next pitch from Fry swung on and missed by Melena Stewart, 0-2. And my goodness, it's just becoming automatic. It's beyond automatic. Oh-2 from Fry, swung on and missed. 6 pitches, 6 strikes.
Trying for the immaculate inning.
Number 25, Madison Kern.
I have been scolded about saying how many batters have been retired in order over the course of the playoffs, so I'm just going to refrain for that on my end.
How so?
First pitch from Fry is in for a strike, squaring up for a
14 up and
Kern.
14 down. Not too difficult in this one.
Well, you could say it. I can't. Sean Saputo somewhere is out there scolding me. 0-1. Outside.
And there goes the immaculate inning.
See,
In case
I
you
didn't
wondered.
say that either.
So 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts. That's the immaculate inning.
So it'll be at least 10 on the board here. Swung on and missed by Maddie Kern, 1-2.
10 pitches and 3 strikeouts, even though it's not immaculate, still pretty darn good.
1-2 count for Fry. The Providence commit sizzling and then gives up a hit to right field, a base hit for Maddie Kern.
Well, that ends the 14 straight streak and denies Fry chance at her second no-hitter. She was in a combo no-hitter with Measle in the season opener against Ambridge, and then in April, Fry threw a perfect game against Laurel. So she allows a hit here. She's got to tie her shoe. Addie Fry was the winner against Bentworth in the WPIL championship game. 3-0 win there. A 3-hitter at Cal U. Penn West, Cal U, I know. I'm a graduate, so I'm still calling it Cal U.
I still call it Cal U. Leah Talmadge looks at a strike 0-1.
Now you're trying to make it happen here if you're West Shamokin. You got your first base runner with Kern and the 2-out single.
One swung on and
Fry
missed
is
by
apparently
Talmadge.
wanting to have nothing to do with that. Kern, by the way, has stolen 14 bases. West Shamokin has stolen 77 bases on the season.
0-2 count with 2 outs, a runner on first. First hit from Maddie Kern early on, but it swung on and missed, and Talmadge is retired on strikes. That is the 12th strikeout for Addie Fry.
West Shamokin, 4-0.
So 1 hit across for West Shamokin, 1 left on, but that is it. As we played 4.5, 4-0, Neshannock Lancers on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
And developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, Gem Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
And we welcome you back as we're in the bottom of the 5th. 5, 6, and 7 for Neshannock coming up. Or excuse me, 4, 5, 6 rather, with Gabby Parad leading off. Looks at a strike for 0-1. Piaa 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI her first time up, and then a strikeout her second time. She was the first batter faced by Avery Elkin. 0-1 with the rise ball. Goes high. 1-1. Elkin steps in. Here's the 1-1. Ball high, 2-1. Sharon at last check through 6 was leading Avonworth 1-0. 2-1's hit in the air to left field. Going back is McElwain, and she crashes into the wall. Has to flip it to the center fielder Young to get the play in.
Second double for Piaa. Good effort by Maya McElwain. She went to the fence to step away and then kind of fell into that fence. Luckily, it's a chain link, although she's a little bit shaken up. She fell while she was maybe a step away, so Piaa hits it to the warning track, and then McElwain hits into the fence as she couldn't come up with it.
She had to flip it over to Maria Young to put the play back into the infield.
She's got her hands on her knees. You just hope that she didn't wrench her neck badly in that situation. Kind of hit awkwardly when she hit on the bottom of the fence.
I think the best case scenario for that is just seeing that issue as we have a courtesy runner for Aubrey Ragone.
Aubrey Ragone will run for Piaa.
Ragone so far this season for Neshannock.
It's been a little adventurous for McElwain out there. Had the double on the diving attempt, had the great catch on a fly ball, and then just couldn't come up with this one. The fly ball was the first out of the 4th inning.
Ragone has 4 runs on the season. Limited time at the plate, batting .571 with 4 hits, 3 RBIs.
Well, a courtesy runner for the catcher, so you settle into that role as well. She has stolen a base. McElwain's okay. Trainer came out just to have a conversation, but she'll stay in there. Maria Young, Lily Jordan are the only 2 seniors, by the way, on this roster for West Shamokin. So they're potentially set up again. 4 seniors for Neshannock.
By the way, that courtesy runner is brought to you by Castle Asphalt. Castle Asphalt provides commercial or residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, or commercial line striping. Visit castleasphalt.com for more information and to request a free estimate. Fouled back by Quinn. Strike 1.
Mentioned Quinn, Kent State, Addie Fry, Providence. Miley Anderson also headed to Kent State. So those are 3 Division I recruits for Neshannock.
Talent in abundance.
They're equal, though. They're fair, which I'll get to after this pitch from Elkin to Quinn. Allie Giordano's headed to Slippery Rock, and Abby Measle and Gabby Piaa are headed to Ashland. So they've got 3 players headed to Division II.
1-1 count. Goes low, 2-1.
Just so Division III is not left out, Catherine Nativio is going to go to John Carroll, potentially to walk on.
Oh, the Blue Streaks. 2-1 count. Runner on second, the courtesy runner Ragone.
Hit her foot, good call.
Hits off the foot of Gabby Quinn, foul. 2-2. One thing to talk about with Neshannock is that their youth softball programs around here are fantastic, and that's really been a hallmark to a lot of great programs.
That's how you go 70-1 in your last 71 games, right? You reload.
2-2 count. inside on the chin check. 3-2.
Chin check, I like it. Chin music back in my day on the high and tight.
So the WPIL champions in 3A have fallen. Mohawk loses 7-1. 3-2 misses. And Quinn on first base on the walk.
Now batting your first base.
Fourth walk issued by Elkin.
Number 4, Abigail Misa.
So one of the Lawrence County teams goes down. Laurel in this tournament was losing the Cranberry, 1-0. And Union was down against Du Bois Central. The traveling Scotties, as they're playing in the Eastern bracket in 1A.
Has to be a tough one for the second place team to have to make those frequent flyer miles or driver miles in that case. 0-1 count for Abigail Miesel. Reached on a base on ball, then popped out the short. Fouled off by Melina Stewart.
No, that's an error.
It goes as an error as it hit off of her at the line, so that was playable.
Sacrifice E5. It was right on the line. Stewart had it, and it just right through the 5-hole, right? It's NHL Stanley Cup time, so there's the reference. It went off her glove and right between her legs.
Caught off her wrist.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Lancers here in the bottom of the 5th. Second error against West Shamokin.
Callie Biondi hits it on the ground at third. This time played quickly by Stewart to the catcher for one. Back to first, not in time.
So Stewart whiffs on the bunt. Nice play there on the 2-hopper. Flips to catcher Lily Jordan. That gets Ragon, the courtesy runner, out. Jordan threw that to first. I'm not a big fan of that unless you're entirely sure you're going to get a double play. Pressure on the defense, right?
Yeah, pressure.
So a negative for Stewart and then a positive right after that. So good job by Melina Stewart to get the first out on the 5-2 put out. Infield stays up for West Shamokin as expected, trailing 4-0 here in the bottom of the 5th, excuse me. Oh, we do.
Giada Capobianco comes in for Ali Giordano. First pitch to Capobianco goes off of the catcher foul. Take a look at the stats for Capobianco. 7 at-bats, 5 runs, 2 hits, 4 RBIs, 4 base on balls, and 1 strikeout. Ball for Capobianco, 1-1.
It's the case here. You want to try to put it in play, right? Biondi did it, but she did it right at the third baseman. Maybe if you put it in play anywhere else, you get another run home. Certainly wouldn't shrug off a hit if you're Capobianco.
Ball and a strike, bases loaded, 1 out. Capobianco puts it on the ground with the bunt. The play at the plate is in time for out number 2, as that takes away Gabby Quinn.
Really good job on 2 counts for the pitcher, Avery Elkin. First of all, really good job to get off the mound to her right. The ball was bunted to the left of the mound to snag it, and it took her time and made a good throw to Jordan. You had the force at home. You didn't need the tag, so she took her time, and that's 2 fielder's choice plays in a row that the Wolves have cut down a run at home.
Strike for Catherine Nativio. Base on balls her last time up, 0 for 1 with a ground out to third base. One's hit in the air to left field, and it falls in fair. McElwain couldn't read it. It dropped right in front of her. Another run scores.
Maisel scores.
So 2 runs score.
Biondi scores. To third, Capobianco. Big 2-out hit. Could have walked it out there and placed it any better if you're Catherine Nativio, Ty. That's about 6, maybe 8 inches inside the left field line. Goes as a big 2-out double. There's your insurance for Neshannock. Here comes Miley Anderson.
Yeah, 3 base on balls today in the first
She
pitch
may
of ball.
earn a new nickname. BB. See what I did there?
I see what you did there. Well done. 2 RBI double for Nativio as her at second. Second and third.
There's a
one
wild
away,
pitch.
But a wild pitch scores another run in as that's Capobianco scoring. Nativio moves over to third.
Nativio the third, a wild pitch. Plates run number 7.
Three runs on 2 hits so far for Neshannock.
Now Miley Anderson is thinking, Ty, listen, there's a runner at third. Let's pad my RBI total.
Yeah, let's help me out a little bit here. I think I think Jackie Lash would say, yeah, swing away. You've had 3 base on balls. You don't need no more. 2-1 got away from the catcher, Lily Jordan. And a run scores. It's Nativio scoring. It's now 4 runs here in this inning, and it's all together 8-0 Neshannock.
What a wild inning. We've had a bunt sacrifice that went through the legs of the third baseman, Stewart. Then 2 back-to-back fielder's choice putouts at the plate. Nativio drops a 2-out double just inside the left field line, and then 2 straight run-scoring wild pitches, and guess what, Ty?
3-1 misses, and tell me if you heard this. Miley Anderson, she's laughing about it at first base with Jackie Lash.
Hey, her batting average might be suffering, but her on-base percentage is. Here comes the flip you talked about, Tyler. Mondi back in. Elkin will go back to second base. So Mondi came in, or left in the third, comes back in here in the 5th.
That would be 2 1/3, correct?
Correct. For Elkin. Just wanted to make sure I was getting that number right. She's going to give up 2 hits. But she walked 5. That's been the bad news. Monty walked 3. Elkin has walked 5. Elkin had 1 strikeout as she is responsible for Miley Anderson at first.
Leah Mondi, number 14, will be back in to pitch.
So Leah Mondi comes back into the game to pitch. She'll try to square away this final out. So it's 2 outs, runner on first.
Good news if you're rooting for the Laurel Spartans. They've taken a 2-1 lead over Cranberry in the bottom of the 6th. Remember I told you that Harbor Creek defeated Mohawk 7-1.
1 ball, no strikes. Anderson at first on her 4th base on balls. 1-0. This is outside, 2-0. And Anderson also causing havoc on the base pass as once that ball's released, she's about a quarter away off the bag.
She has stolen a base, and
now
she
she's
goes
running.
again.
And she had a free pass there as the shortstop did not make it over to second. And now she'll advance on to third. And now she gets crushed by Melina Stewart. It should be interference. She's gunned down at the plate. She was at third. And yes, it is official. That is a run scored for Miley Anderson, and well-deserved.
Stolen base E2, E8 to make it 9-0. So 2 more errors for West Shamokin. Well, Anderson just likes to run. It's pretty evident. Pretty gutsy, too. She wanted to make the center fielder, Maria Young, make a perfect throw. She did not.
By
And
the
then,
way,
it is Stanley Cup playoff time.
By the way, don't look up. Another run across. That's the 10-run rule. It's 9-0 Neshannock. 5 runs off 2 hits, 2 errors so far in the bottom of the 5th. Swung on and missed by Nogue, 2-2.
Nogue ready with 2 runs batted in. That's your game.
2-2
ending run
up the
right there.
And it's into left center field. Nogue charging around first, makes it over to second as she legs out a double.
No hesitation at all for Jaden Nogue. Turned the corner, saw the ball was being picked up in left center field, and just took off.
Yeah, 2 fielders' choices, so it's 2 outs, a runner on second. And here's Addie Fry with the game in her hands, slaps it off the third baseline foul.
You say that like it's a surprise. She's had this game in her hands from the first pitch, Ty Polk.
Well, that's true. It's one way that you could say that. Of course, on the mound, she's been
You mean she could drive in the 10
she could drive in the
10
winning
run here, the
you have
game-ending
to
run.
be so exact, Bob Orquist.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a good play on words there.
You guys always give me grief. This pitch swinging by Fry. That's 0-2.
Fry has struck out 12. She's allowed just 1 hit. She has a solo homer. She can score Nogue and end this one here in the 5th.
0-2 for Fry. It's off the glove of Jordan for a ball. 1-2. West Shamokin with Leah Mondi back in the circle, just looking for one last chance at the plate, and a turnover to Bob Orquist for the final 2 innings. Fouled out of play by Fry, 1-2 still.
Four of the 6 runs allowed by Elkin earned.
All 9 for Neshannock have come to the plate.
Good
1-2
take.
low. Yes,
That was a good let-up.
2-2. Next up is Gabby Parad, who doubled but was then run down at home plate 5-2 early on in this inning. Their courtesy runner, excuse me. Another pop out of play.
By the way, winner of this one, currently Neshannock leading. They will either take on Sagertown. They're the District 10 champions. They won their 6th District 10 title. Or Kerwinsville, the second-place team from District 9. They were the runners-up to Cranberry.
2-2's in the air to center field. Facing under is Maria Young. She makes the catch, and that will retire the side.
We played 5 innings with Neshannock leading West Shamokin.
So Neshannock, a big inning here. 5 runs off 2 hits. 3 hits, excuse me. 2 errors, and 1 left on. 5 complete here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP. Neshannock ahead 9-0.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity, it's really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. May the Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet, but more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen.
6th inning, we'll turn it back to Bob Orquist to take us home here, 9-0, Neshannock.
Thanks, Ty. Good job. Neshannock with the 9-0 lead. Bunting, glove throwing and getting, was not that far up the third base line. Good charge in by third baseman Gabby Quinn. Throws on to Abby Measle for the first out. That retires Maria Young, who's now 0 for 2. Hit her in the box. So it goes as a foul ball. So scratch that. Another strike to the ledger for Addie Fry, who has struck out 12. She's allowed 1 hit. And that's upstairs for a ball. So Young is 0 for 1. She grounded back to Fry in the third. Maddie Kern, a 2-out single in the 5th, the only hit for West Shamokin. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One, two. There's strikeout number 13 for Addie Fry. And Addison is dealing. She struck out 2 in a row. Maya McElwain. She bunts, and she is hit in the box by it, I think. She's in fair territory this time. Nope, here she comes back in, so. It's been deja vu. No, she is out, struck by the ball in fair territory. So 2 up and 2 down. Today's broadcast brought to you by our friends at the Crane Room Grill. Grab a seat in the bar, the dining room, the loft, or outside on the patio. Swing and a miss by Avery Elkin, the top of the order. Plenty of room at the Crane Room, but call tomorrow. They're closed on Sundays and Mondays. No soup for me, apparently, today.
No soup for all of us.
I got to get a milkshake on the way home. Somebody needs to hook me up here in Lawrence County. Thanks to our friends at the Crane Room and all the sponsors here in the Lawrence County Sports Network. Glad to be up here bringing this one to you. 9-0 lead for Neshannock. That misses inside. 2-1, one of the rare times, Ty, we've seen Addie Fry fall behind a hitter.
More like the only one.
I was thinking that as well. Elkin has struck out twice. Takes that low, 3-1. Elkin started at second, came in to pitch, and is now back at second. She has been flip-flop with Mondi, who started as a pitcher, went to second, and came back in, and is now back in the circle for West Shamokin. 3-1. And there's a walk.
She's human.
Second base runner allowed by Fry. First walk. She's allowed a hit. 2-out hit in the 5th. A 2-out walk to Elkin here in the 6th. Avery Elkin, in case you're wondering, has stolen 11 bases. Wolves are down 9. Leah Mondi 0 for 2, pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Neshannock a run in the 1st, 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th to build this 9-0 lead. Fry has struck out 13. This is the 20th batter she's faced. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Mondi. Only 4 batters. 5, including McElwain, was hit by the bunt, have put balls in play. Mondi fouls that off. It stays 0-2.
Top of the 4-1, Du Bois Central Catholic over Union.
Fry checks the wrist coach. Here's the 0-2. High heater. Mondi lays off. The Wolves are making Hattie Fry work a little bit more here late in this one, top of the 6th. Neshannock needs a run to end this when they get back up. The Wolves are down to their final 4 outs in 2024. Mondi hits it foul, and it's hooking foul down the left field line. Way out of play, actually. For a second there, I thought she was maybe going to flirt with the left field line, but then that wind is blowing from right to left, so that pushed it way foul. Count as a ball, 2 strikes to Leah Mondi. Fry rocks and delivers. That's fouled off by Mondi.
This is the first extended battle against Fry today.
Yeah, Oaken worked the walk, and now Mondi is fouling a couple pitches off, so Hattie Fry put to work, as you mentioned it, for the first time. Nice to have a 9-run cushion when it's happening. Count stays 1-2 to Mondi. Here's the pitch. Soft speed beauty. That is strikeout number 14 for Fry, and she strands the 1-out walk. West Shamokin done in the 6th, 1 runner left on. Head to the bottom of the 6th. Neshannock 9, West Shamokin nothing. You're listening to the Piaa softball playoffs, sponsored by the Crane Room Grill. It's here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Tori Atkins of Laurel Track as the May LGKG Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month after winning her 3rd straight WPIAL championship in the 200 and 400 meters and winning PIAA gold in the 400 meters. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Colton Fadrizi of Shenango Track as the male LGKG Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for winning a pair of WPIAL gold medals and landing on the state medal stand in both discus and shot put. Congratulations and best of luck, Shenango's Colton Fadrizi and Laurel's Tori Atkins, your LGKG Athletes of the Month, presented by the Red Zone. Nominations are now being accepted for the LCAP Team of the Month and the LGKG Male and Female Athlete of the Month. Log on to lcsportsnet.com/awards to nominate your favorite team or athlete today.
Back in Neshannock with Ty Polk, Bob Orkwith, Aaron Vigiano. The Lawrence County SportsNet coverage today brought to you by our friends at the Crane Room Grill. Neshannock leads 9-0. Just like in the 5th, Gabby Parod leads off because Neshannock sent 9 batters to the plate in a 5-run 5th inning. One more run does it. Laurel is leading Cranberry 4-2. So the county team's trying to go 2 for 3 right now, although Union is trailing DuBois Central Catholic. Mohawk has lost. Neshannock leading 9-0. Laurel trying to advance. That would be the 2 2A teams advancing in the state playoffs. Count 0-1 to Parod. Takes the ball high. Parod, RBI double, strikeout, and a double. And then Aubrey Rigone came into pinch run for her, courtesy run, and she was nabbed at the plate in a fielder's choice. That's upstairs for a ball. 2-1 the count to Gabby Parod. Parod headed to Ashland to play softball, D2 softball. Fouls that back.
Just want to remind you guys that coming up after the game, we will announce the Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Visit Doctors Mitch Maley, Chris Argiro, and Kelsey Bowser voted best of the best chiropractor in Lawrence County.
And please, folks, by all means, prehab. It's a good lesson. Ty taught me that earlier. Maley can help you prehab. Count goes full to Gabby Parod. Maley's been a great supporter of LCSN since its inception. Payoff pitch. Piaa skies it to shallow second base. They didn't even make to the outfield. And Avery Elkin makes the catch for the first out.
Also after the
Piaa
game,
now 2 for 4, sorry.
Also after the game, we'll announce today's MVP of the game, brought to you by MVP Insurance. Get in the game at MVP Insurance, where they coach clients to better prices, better coverage. Call MVP for the win. And I think we already know that.
I've got a candidate in mind, Ty.
I got a candidate, too.
It's pretty hard not to land on Addie Fry so far for that one. She's got a solo homer. She's allowed a hit, a walk, and she struck out 14 through 6 innings. First pitch is a ball to Gabby Quinn. Quinn 0 for 1, a couple of 0 for 2 actually, with 2 walks. Quinn has 5 homers. Her and Fry now 5 apiece to lead Neshannock on the season. 2-0 pitch is a called strike. Fouled back, an off-speed pitch from Leah Mondi, who started and then came back in. She started. Elkin came in the 3rd. Mondi came back in the 5th. Although we were talking a little bit in the pregame about Coach Megan Akins for West Shamokin. Get to that comment after this 2-1 pitch from Mondi to Quinn. 3-1. 3 wins in 2021. Coach Akins arrives tied 10 wins in 2022, 17 in 23, 19 this year. So the arrow is certainly pointing in the right direction for West Shamokin.
Yeah, this is a good team that
Losing
has to be behind some really tough teams in 2A.
Only 2 seniors. That hits Gabby Quinn. She's on for the 3rd time. 2 walks now. A hit batter. She represents the game-ending run. Mentioned the seniors, Maria Young and Lily Jordan, so catcher and center fielder. 2 big pieces to replace, but everyone else will be back. Abby Measle re-entered after Capobianco pinch hit for her. Fouled off, and Gabby Quinn tries to stop and then falls down. Right on her pride, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, those pellets are sometimes not great savers. It's better than dirt, but
and she's laughing, and her teammates, of course, are having fun with her.
She even did a bow.
Count as 1-1. You got that as a 7-5? On your scorecard, 7-5?
I'm more Russian judge out here.
Okay, 3-5 from you then.
Yeah.
1-1 the count to Measle. Good off-speed pitch from Mondi. Back pick throw. Not handled cleanly by Vandervoort. Piaa stays at first with nobody out.
Yeah, I give that dive back a 10 out of 10.
Much better than falling on your wallet, as she did 2 pitches ago. Now she's got pellets. Actually, how about all-purpose coach Jackie Lash?
She's tying her shoes.
Because Gabby Piaa has 2 batting gloves on. She's tying the shoe at first base for Gabby Piaa.
At what age having someone else tie your shoes without having
Well, you have batting gloves on. That counts. From my perspective, you don't have to bend down. You don't have to bend down.
This is a general thing.
You don't have to bend down. That's a good thing.
I understand the situation, but in general, what age is it unacceptable to have someone else tie your shoes? Just want to get a mark on that.
2-1. Hit to left center field, over and in. To make the catch is Maria Young for the 2nd out in the 6th inning. Piaa back to first.
Would you say, like, what age? I'm trying to get a gauge from you, Bobby O.
I don't have a gauge. Calabiondi is in. I would be okay with people doing it for me. They got the slip-ons now, right?
Yeah.
And then the Skechers have the ones where you can just slide your foot in. This was an acceptable case, right?
Yes,
with the
this
batting
is
gloves
very
on.
much acceptable. I understand.
A 1 pitch. Hit the left center field. This could end it. Biondi hits it to the fence. And coming around to score the game-ending run is Gabby Quinn, not Gabby Piaa. And Gabby Quinn makes it a 10-0 walk-off for the Neshannock Lancers on the game-ending double for Callie Biondi. A run and a hit, one left. Your final score in 6, Neshannock 10, West Shamokin nothing. Back with our post-game show and a wrap-up from Neshannock High School. You've been listening to the PIAA State Softball Playoffs presented by the Crane Room Grill here on LCSN, powered by LCAP.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossatelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Congratulations to our May LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Mohawk Softball as May's LCAP Team of the Month after winning their first WPIAL softball championship in school history. Congratulations to Coach Hank Pizzulo and the Mohawk softball team, our May LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Tori Atkins of Laurel Track as the May LGKG Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month after winning her 3rd straight WPIAL championship in the 200 and 400 meters and winning PIAA gold in the 400 meters. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Colton Fedrizzi of Shenango Track as the male LGKG Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month for winning a pair of WPIAL gold medals and landing on the state medal stand in both discus and shot put. Congratulations and best of luck, Shenango's Colton Fedrizzi and Laurel's Tori Atkins, your LGKG Athletes of the Month, presented by the Red Zone.
Back in Neshannock High School, one final time, Bob Workwist Ty Polk, 10-0 win in the opening round of the state playoffs for Neshannock. They've now won 15 of their last 18 state playoff games, and more importantly, Ty, 23-0. More importantly, Ty, their season marches into the second round of the state playoffs with this victory here at home against West Shamokin.
Dominance from the pitching staff on, and then their offense got it together, and it was all Addie Fry. Everything that she was the catalyst, whether it be at the plate or pitching, helping out her defense, and whenever their defense needed it for Neshannock, they came in and made the plays.
Stry Fry struck out the first 4 batters and 5 of the first 6. Ends up with 14 strikeouts. I'll give you her line in a second. Run in the first for Neshannock. Anderson a walk. Get used to that. She was 4 for 4 in walks and scored 3 times. Sacrifice bunt. Fry hit a fly ball to right. Piaa hit a double, was thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple, but Anderson scored 1-0. Second inning, the only inning that Neshannock did not score. They left runners at first and second. 2 in the third. Anderson walked, stolen base, went to third on an air, scored on a Jaden Nogue sac fly. Addie Fry solo home run, 3-0. Nativio and Anderson 2 out walks in the fourth. Nogue RBI single made it 4-0. Then 9 batters to the plate for Neshannock in the fifth. Double for Piaa, walk to Quinn. Maisel sacrifice error, loaded the bases. 2 fielders' choices, runners out at home, kept the score 4-0. But then Nativio, big 2-out, 2-run double. That could be a candidate for a play of the game right there. Anderson walked. Wild pitch, error. Got her to the third. Nogue with a double. Fry flew out to end it. Piaa pop out. Quinn hit by a pitch. Maisel fly out. Biondi walk-off double. That's your score. 10-0, 10 runs, 7 hits, no errors. 7 left for Neshannock, no runs, 1 hit. 4 errors, 2 left for West Shamokin. The loser is Mondi. She is 13-2. The winner is Fry, 13-0.
And that was our Creative Edge scoring recap. Creative Edge, where design and construction come together with experience. From concept to creation, they combine their extensive construction experience with creative design to make your project a reality. Fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services. Call 724-652-1372 for more information.
Fry 6 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 14 Ks. So now up to 112 Ks on the season and a 13-0 record. Next round, Thursday, for Neshannock, they will face Sagertown. Sagertown, the District 10 champions. They've got another good performance today from Michaela Obenrader. Obenrader was big in the District 10 championship for Sagertown. Today against Kerwinsville, a 1-0 shutout. She struck out 12 in a 2-hit shutout. So it would be Sagertown and Neshannock. Sight and time to be determined on Thursday. And just trying to find out, ready to know the Mohawk is lost. Union was losing. And trying to get an update on, still got a 4-2 score for Laurel. Laurel in this 2A bracket, they're trying to advance to Thursday's next round as well.
That was the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. Why drive when you can relax and ride? Daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. Visit newcastletransit.org for more information and route schedules. And remember, your citizens ride free. It's time to give out some awards, huh?
Let's go to the play of the game. I think this Nativio double, because the air loaded the bases, then the 2 fielders' choices. If Nativio gets out, it stays 4-0.
You know what? We'll give her that.
So
Melee
Catherine Nativio's double, 2-run double in the 5th inning, kept the inning alive, and it was a 5-run inning for Neshannock. They win this one 10-0. Now, the play of the game sponsor.
All right, so now I've been running through that, so I'll give you that. Melee Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game award to Catherine Nativio of Neshannock. Melee Chiropractic and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Catherine Nativio for today's Play of the Game. Catherine will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of today's Play of the Game. Video of today's Play of the Game may be featured on the Triple Live High School Sports Network's standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. Congratulations to Catherine Nativio for tonight's Melee Chiropractic, Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game, and I think we all know who's the MVP.
Well, that would have to be audio if they want to go with the Nativio double.
They
Yeah,
cut out some
speaking
video.
of no-brainers, definitely a no-brainer. Addie Fry, 6 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk, 14 strikeouts. She's 13-0. She's now got 112 strikeouts on the year, and for good measure, a solo home run in the bottom of the third to drive home the third run. Addie Fry is our MVP Insurance MVP of the game.
Yep, Addison Fry of Neshannock, the MVP Insurance, and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor her as tonight's play of the game today. Well, it's going in tonight, so it matters anyway. Addie will receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being named today's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Addie Fry for being named today's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance, call MVP for the win. Also, that Melee Chiropractic play of the game can also be viewed or listened to on the Lawrence County SportsNet as well.
So West Shamokin, their season is done at 19-4. Neshannock 23-0. They'll play Sagertown, site and time to be determined, on Thursday. Sagertown, the District 10 champs, are 19-2. And Ty, final thought, and again a no-brainer here. Addie Fry pitches and hits like that. Neshannock's a tough out in this tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Sagertown can go up against this, because it feels that any situation that Addie Fry is in, except that one time against Everett last year, but Everett had a really strong pitcher who's playing at IUP. So I'm really excited to see how Neshannock continues to keep it rolling.
So that's it here from Neshannock High School. Ty Polk, my partner, Aaron Vigiano, our producer. Thanks to James Dotson and everyone at the Lawrence County Sports Network for giving us this opportunity. Hope you enjoyed it. 10-0 win for the Lancers. They're into the second round of the state playoffs on Thursday versus Sagertown. From Neshannock High School, Bob Workwist. Thanks to our friends at the Crane Room Grill for bringing you this coverage of the PIAA softball playoffs on the Lawrence County Sports Network, all powered by LCAP. Have a great night, everyone.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is